coming out to see us. I'm ready to answer your questions. I'm sure you have them. And I want to just personally thank you, first of all, for welcoming me home. I feel so wonderful to be back. And I had some wonderful escovitch fish right now that made me feel right at home.
So we're ready to take questions. We have microphones. So if you have a question, just come to the microphone, say who you are and who you're directing your question to. We're starting with Kalila.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Toni-Ann.
Thank you.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Kalila Reynolds from Nationwide News Network. So we just heard this morning speak about the beauty of the Purpose platform.
Right.
And we've heard some of what you're doing, working with teenage pregnant mothers, pregnant women.
Right.
I want to know what inspired that platform.
Yes, so it's interesting that in my own family history, I am the descendant of two women that had children during their teenage years. And I've seen them stress the importance of education to their children, who then have, they're sitting right in front of you, and they have instilled in me the importance of creating opportunities, right, and grasping them really and taking them for what they're worth when it comes to education, when it comes to music. And I'm grateful for that, but I realize that there are so many awesome women in Bath and all over Jamaica and all over the world that have the same capabilities I have, and they don't have the opportunities, and they might not have the parents that I've had that are so willing or so able to make those capabilities into opportunities. So here I am now trying to make sure that I become, if I can, the difference for these women. Thank you.
Okay. So you lived both in Jamaica and you lived abroad.
Right.
Any plans to, after your Miss World reign, to come back home? Have you decided on that?
Well, this is always home for me, no matter what. And I don't ever feel as if I've left. I feel as though I get to travel the world, I get to study abroad, and then I always come back home. So I don't exactly feel as if I've really left Jamaica. However, I can't tell you what the future holds. I just know that whatever the door is, if that's the one I'm supposed to walk through, I'm going to walk through it.
We've asked our listeners to send us questions.
Right.
The number one question people want to know is, do you have a boyfriend?
Actually, no, not right now. And that's all right. God has been very good to me, so I'm focusing right now on pouring back into the world and into my community, and I'm sure that that will reveal itself when it's time.
Next, please. Thanks, Kalila.
Good morning. How are you?
My name is Vanessa Rivera
Hi,
from
Vanessa.
Radio, and I have two questions.
Yes.
One, what are your plans for your home parish in Thomas?
Yes.
And two, in this world, many of the problems that we have is because of a lack of respect
Right.
for one another.
Right.
And I want to know the definition of respect.
Right. Okay. Let's start with the first question. Please repeat it.
Plans for St.
Yes, for St. Thomas. Well, the first thing is that a lot of work needs to be done, even in our roads and in the Women's Center especially, because that's a project that's near and dear to my heart. But it's about bringing the attention there. That's really all that matters. There are a lot of people all over the world that have the means to help, that want to help, but they don't necessarily know that we need it. And that's what's so beautiful about Miss World. It's that it allows people like me from wherever we're from to say, hello, hi. This is where we need the help, and we have the whole world watching and the whole world ready to pour into our communities. So I'm hoping to do that in mine. Yes. And then the second question was my definition of respect. Yes, it's interesting because I think I learned a different aspect of respect during this pageant. I'm surrounded by 110 amazing women. Right, and yes, to some people it's a competition, but for most of us we realize that we're here for so much, for such a higher cause than really to compete. We're advocating for something in our countries. And I gained a new respect and a new understanding and a new patience and kindness for especially Miss India, because I got to hear what it was like for her growing up. She grew up in a community where women can't even show their faces. You have to be veiled. And so this platform has allowed her to to be heard in a way her mother has never been heard. And I realized that in the world, people don't have the patience and the kindness to pause and to learn about each other. But just that one little tidbit made the entire experience for me, because I understood how much more patience is necessary, how much more kindness is necessary in the world. And I think that's what respect is, understanding that we all need it, and that we're all really trying to make the best out of this thing we call life. And if we're able to understand that about each other, then I think that we would find it not so hard to be respectful and caring and understanding. Yes. Hello, how are you?
Jamaica has done very well and this was not in the years. Starting as far back as 63, 64. Now for this Jamaica have won this world. What, in your opinion, was it that set Toni apart from the 110 other girls? What made her stand out? What was it that she brought differently from other girls?
You know, it's a really interesting question, but I can't answer it. I can only tell you what I feel. The others, if you saw how crazy they were for her, and the girls were, oh God, I'm doing terrible things now. The girls were absolutely cheering for her. If you look at the screen, you'll see all the nations were sitting there with their flags. They were cheering her on. Nigeria went crazy. I thought she was going to jump her off the stage. We couldn't get her away, you know. We were saying, hurry up, you must stop. But, oh God, I forget that. I just felt that we have a winner that everyone, the whole world was infused with. And I feel that what I know is what we saw and what we heard. You talk about respect. Those young women had respect for each other. They cared about each other, they learned from each other. We are learning all the time. They were talking about their projects. Everyone saw the projects, all the projects. They sat in the audience and they watched every project in the top 20. That took a lot of time, but there was high emotion. But it's what they're doing in their own countries. And you know, that one effort that is made by a young person, you have to realize is they've got a whole life to live. And if they start off by caring, then that's the road mapped ahead to be useful citizens, not allow just money, but to allow the blessing of being able to help each other. Because when you do that, you feel much better. No money in the world can have that feeling, but all the money in the world can change the needs of people. But if it's in the right hands, the money, it will be used usefully. If, as most people feel, well, we're all being ripped off, percentages are being taken, we're never going to do anything. We know what we do is true, we know it's right. But talking about Miss World, they all loved her. We can't give you a reason, we can only tell you it was meant to be because she behaved beautifully, like all the other girls. She spoke beautifully, like all the other girls. But there was some magic in her. The magic in her was she was true to herself. And this is what matters. She was proud to be Jamaican. She was proud to share everything. For a whole month we shared together. Now, everybody wanted to be with her. Why? Because she has stardom. She has a way to get across and use her wisdom that God's given her to help other people. She didn't just think of herself, she was looking for helping other people. So you've got a gem, you've got a precious, precious human being, and we should all look after her, and we should try and nurture that amongst other Jamaican women. The ones that need our help, well, those are the most special of all. And they're going to have their babies. I came here years ago with a mother and babies. We had some really good times and interesting conversations. But, you know, it's something that we all must share together. And if we support her, she's got something to tell you now that you might wish to just listen to, because it's something unique that's never happened before. And it's ready to be shown. And I don't know whether my PR man over there has got it ready to show. You're ready? Okay. Well, she's going to tell you about it because it is her and it's her right to tell you. I'm longing to tell you, but I mustn't. Here we go.
I'm so excited. All right, everyone. It has been only a week, and in that time, I have met some of the most amazing people you could possibly imagine. The kind of professionals that are willing to donate their time and their efforts for the same things we care about, which is our communities and for the world. And so, you know, I had a wonderful time on stage. I never thought I would get to sing on the Miss World stage. I never thought any of this would happen, but I'm so grateful. And I got a wonderful experience of singing I Have Nothing on the Miss World stage. And, you know, we talked about it and we thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to record it? So this week, very quickly, I can't even tell you, very, very quickly, we went to the best studios in the world, Abbey Road. It's the first recording studio in the world. Can you imagine? Me. And we recorded I Have Nothing, and we want to give it back as a gift. So we're giving it to Beauty with a purpose, and we're every penny that is made from this recording, everything that is donated, even the smallest amount, makes such a difference. As somebody that knows personally, it did not take a lot to allow me to make my capabilities into my opportunities. And if we can do that all over the world, can you imagine the children? Can you imagine the women? Yes. So we are not charging to release it. It's going to be up and out on YouTube. We're just asking that if you could open your hearts and donate anything at all. The money, the proceeds, every single penny will go to all the projects all across the world, in all of my sisters and their Beauty with a Purpose projects as well. And I believe that this is something that will last for a very long time. So I hope that you will support. I pray that you will support. I'm so grateful already for all your love. And I'm so excited to share this moment with all of you.